Hello, Peep. It's Friday, 9:07. Run a little bit behind schedule because I was feeding the chickens. But it is Friday. Yay, a beautiful day. It actually warmed up today for the first time in a week. My siblings got super lucky. They were here last week when it was much warmer, and all this week until today, it was pretty chilly. I mean, it went down to like 50. Okay, so for us, 50 was pretty cold. I did not turn on the heat at all, but it was pretty chilly in the house for the first time all week. I didn't need to put on a sweatshirt at all. I can go t-shirt. It's nice and cool outside. Beautiful. The ladies are doing great. I shot a video recently that I need to load. They're doing great. They are giving me more eggs than I can handle. Okay, more eggs than I can handle. And I gave away a dozen um, to two friends yesterday, and I still have two dozens in the fridge. So we can't get them away fast enough because as of right now, I get about 19 to 20 eggs a week. Okay, 19 to 20 eggs a week, and we barely eat six a week. So every week there are at least a dozen left over. So it's okay. We can always find people. I give some to my lawn guy. Every time he shows up every other week, he get half a dozen. 12 degrees in New York. No, thank you. 11 degrees. Yeah. Hey, I used to live in Massachusetts. I know. I know. The coldest place that I live, the coldest place that I live is Plattsburgh, New York. I went to college up in Plattsburgh, New York. For those that know New York, that's like the upper tip of New York. We are literally half an hour away from the Canadian border and just over an hour from Montreal. Okay, that's where I went to college. And it got uber cold up there. Okay, windy and cold. For those that know cold weather, snow weather, you understand. I used to have a saying to those that don't understand how cold it is. I said, it's so cold that when the snow squeak like styrofoam, those that understand what I'm talking about. When it's so cold and you step on the snow and it start to squeak a little bit like styrofoam because the snow are not they're not packed. Okay, there's no give to the snow because it's so cold. There's no water. There's no moisture left. So when you step on the snow, it's squeak like styrofoam. Yeah, that that is no. When I was in college, oh my god, walking to class those 4 years during the month of January and February were brutal, brutal. Okay, brutal because it is so cold. Yet on Friday night and Saturday night, we had to drag ourselves to the bars and clubs to get drunk and yeah, I look back and it's just like insanity, insanity. No, thank you. I would not want to ever live in Plattsburgh, New York, or Montreal, or anything up north. I've been there, done that. Yes, the winds get you. The wind cut through everything. Uh, no, just talking about it bring chills to my bone. Okay, so Um, as you see, I have the market behind on the screen as well. It's gonna be a bloody day, bloody day. If for those that tune in for my daily 30 minutes to 40-minute pre-market talk all week, what did I say all week? Be careful. I'm not buying anything. Okay, so whew, it's gonna be ugly. Okay, the market is going to have its correction. The market is going. The Nasdaq has already crashed 10%. The S&P has went down over 6%. It is a certainty now that we are going to see a 10% correction in the S&P and likely a 20% correction in the Nasdaq. We are going to have a crash. Okay. Um, Netflix number was ugly. That's going to drag down the entire Nasdaq today. Disney's going to get dragged down. You name it. Amazon below 3,000. All the support that I talk about of many stock is going to be broken today. Many of the support level. So stay out. Okay, as I discussed with my brother all week, stay out. Do not buy the dip. It's going to get cheaper today. Whether it's crypto, tech stocks, you name it. It's ugly. Okay. Just watch the fall. Exactly. Now, what we are facing now is the Fed is in a very tough spot now. Okay. The Fed has been hell bent into stop printing money and raising rate into a slowdown. Okay. Into a slowdown. We are going, they are in the pickle. Okay. I don't agree with what the Fed has been doing for decades. Okay. So I'm not here to say that they should not cut rate or raise rate. I don't agree with anything that the Fed has done for a long time, but at the same time, I have always pushed back against those that think that the Fed has any other choice. We are a consuming economy with people buying craps they don't need. Okay, let's make it very clear. We are all in this together. I make this example a long time ago to a friend that was complaining about the Fed and printing money and this and that. And I'm like, this country economy is broken for a long time. Okay. Think about this. If you are broke, if you are in need of money, if you broke, okay, let's say you broke because you lost your job. What would the average person do when they broke? They cut back on spending, right? Even if you don't lose your job, let's say you get demoted or your company is going through a tough time and they cut your hours, so you're making less money. What would a sane person do? Cut back on spending. Okay, that's common sense, logical thinking. Okay, or trying to find another job to make some additional money. But at the end of the day, that person are forced to spend less or to find another job to work more. It is that simple on the personal level. This country has been broke for a long time. Okay, we have run at a deficit for decades. If you want to hear my thoughts on taxation and other things, go subscribe to my other channel because I will talk more about this kind of stuff. But at the end of the day, this country failed to do anything hard because most of its citizens cannot, will not swallow any bitter pills. What do we do when time is tough? Give people more money to spend more. Because God forbid that we hunker down like the people did in the Depression. When your grandparents went through the Great Depression and they hunkered down and saved and reuse everything they could and stop buying crap they don't need. No. That's not how we do it in this country. Not for decades now. You remember when the real estate market crashed in 2008? They issue money, stimulus money. I can't remember how much, but was it like $800? Whatever it is. We give people money to spend in hard time. We don't want anyone to swallow the bitter pills and stop spending because we are a consuming spending economy. is ridiculous. Okay, it is absolutely nonsense, and the Fed is caught in this cycle. The federal government is caught in this cycle of trying to keep everyone happy because, God forbid, riots and people whining and complaining about, inflation this, inflation that. Oh, God forbid. God forbid that we do anything that is hard. Nobody wants to do anything that's hard. This is one of those many social dilemma that I shot a video but yet to load. Is we talk a lot about things, but most of us cannot make any sacrifice. Okay, we can't. This is one of the many reasons why I want to be out of the hobby of comic book, because it is utter nonsense. I enjoy comic books. I like comic books, but to see how many people are so drunken with nonsense about this hobby as if it's something important. It is not. It is absolutely nothing important. Okay, nothing. But yeah, so feel free to stay in the hobby and get all riled up on hot books. Yes, the market will crash today. It's gonna be ugly. Okay, let me say this. Remember, for those that was around, I said yesterday, Amazon. Guess what? See you later, 3000. Okay, we are going to test 3000 today, and if that does not hold, here we go. Okay, we are going to see 2880, which I like. Okay, not that I will buy today, but yeah, we are going to see. We see 3000. We test that. Okay, 3000 right here. It's giving the ghost. Okay, it's 3000 right there. 29.95 was the last wick down here, and it bounced. That's not bouncing today. Okay, we are going. I'm gonna draw a line right there. 2881. There you go. That's the level. Oh, before I launched this, one of the reasons why I was also late was I was catching up on Ozark. Season 4, the final season of Ozark, is here. And I start to watch like the first 10 minutes of the first episode. I'm just like, I forgot so much of season 3. I don't know what the heck is going on. So I shut that off. After this chat is over lunch, I will watch the last episode of season 3 just to refresh my memory, because I barely remember what happened in season 3, and and the first 10 minutes of season 4 make no sense to me, because I'm just like, what are they doing? So, but I'm excited. Ozark, I'm not sure how other people feel, but to me, it's probably ranked in the top 10 of Netflix over the past decade. Okay, if I peer back on like what is a good series that I can rewatch and would recommend, Ozark would be one of them. Okay, for sure in the top 10. Where in the top 10, I don't know. Some people may say it's the best series. Some people say, who knows? For me, I wouldn't say it's the best, but it is in the top 10. Paul, we are, it's insane on how or why we spend money. You know, we are caught in a cycle of upkeep our image. Okay, this country is caught in a cycle of maintaining an image that it can't let go. Like we want to appear as the greatest country, okay, regardless of how messed up we are. In many ways, we are the greatest country. In many ways, I'm not gonna say that we are not, okay. But at the same time, the need to spend money to try to police the world is idiotic for decades now. Wasted. The need to be benevolent to upkeep the image that we are the most generous country in the world is insane. God forbid that we don't go and spend money on every little crisis everywhere because we got to be the first one there because we are America. It's it's a lot of nonsense. I talk about this in one of my videos, but for my other channel, but I will talk about it here. I came to America in 1980. And within a year, I saw many things in this country that make no sense to me. The very first thing that I saw was the Jerry Lewis telethon. The fundraising thing that Jerry Lewis used to run, right? And as a 13, 14-year-old immigrant, I'm sitting there watching it and I'm just like, why would rich people with more money that they can spend need to go on TV and tell us poor people to donate money for a cause? Why? And my view has not changed today as I'm 55 years old. Okay, I think one of my biggest distastes of rich people is doing these kind of things. Now, if you're rich, if you're Oprah and you have billions and you want to improve America, guess what? Why don't you spend a couple hundred million and completely rejuvenate Chicago, where you've come from? Why are you opening a school in Africa? Okay, it's I see rich people doing all kind of charity stuff, but at the end of the day, it's more for image. You want to give. You have plenty of money, give. There is. It's nice to know that in time of crisis, Americans pull together to donate, to help others. There's nothing wrong with that. But I do have a problem with super wealthy people go on TV, donate their time to help fundraising. Heck with that. Write a check, a big one, okay? If Robert Downey Jr. is making 60 million a movie or more, making Avengers, does he need to make 60 million every other year or every year? Well, it's insane. Okay, he's worth hundreds of millions. How much do anyone need, right? So to me, so much more can be spent to improve America. Don't ask the average person to help in anything. It's just it makes no sense to me. Since the day that I came to America, I'm just like, why are rich people asking the poor and average person? I remember my uncle gave me a $5 bill, and we were poor. We were poor as dirt. My first year in America, all my clothes came from the Salvation Army. Okay, all of my clothes. My uncle even cut my hair because we couldn't afford to go to the barber shop. And he gave me a $5 bill, said, Nick, pick up the phone, go pick up the phone and call and donate. This is what we do. Okay, this is a good thing. I'm just like, are you insane? We're eating ramen for dinner. Heck no. Okay, I mean, I did it, but I'm like, why? Why do I need to give anything to anyone? Okay, it's insane. there's so many social dilemma that I'm just like, no, it's I don't need to upkeep this image, okay? There's some kind of sickness that started way before social media, of people need to appear like, oh, we're so generous. No, the most important thing, protect your family, save for your family. Start with that first. It's insane that we live in a world where rich people ask poor people to donate, and then they don't really donate much. Do you understand how rich people donate? Does anybody in the chat room understand foundation? Do you understand that if you are a billionaire, you can create a foundation, put in billions, hundreds of millions, whatever you want, and operate tax free? No, not tax write off, tax free. Okay, so let me say this. If I'm a billionaire, I can create ETA Nick Foundation, put in not every single penny, let put in half my money. I can then sit on that board, run the foundation, pay myself a nice fat salary, invest my money, tax, and then I'm under the tax-free umbrella. Okay, forget tax write-off, tax-free, income tax-free. And then what? What does my foundation need to do to maintain the tax-free operation? Pay out 5% of my income. So a lot of these rich people, all of them have foundations, and they're able to benefit tax-free many things and pay out 5% of the income to foundation, to charities, right? And it's like, oh my God, that is such a charitable person, so willing to give. Do you think any of these rich people are going to give if there was no tax-free benefit to operate a foundation? Unreal. Okay, the tax system in this country is so effed up. It's so effed up. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, it's so don't even think for once that people are doing it because they're generous. No, rich people give away things more so because they have to under the foundation regulation that they all have. But they benefit way more. Okay, it's such insanity. It's ridiculous. If there are rich people that would donate money without dealing with foundation, all that stuff. That's fine. That's great. There's rich people that would donate without even making a press release. Okay, because they don't want the the bragging of like, oh, I'm so generous. There are. I'm not saying that every rich person out there need to have the name. I mean, there's a lot of rich people that donate money and then they say, put my name on the building, name that library after me, name that university after me. Come on, okay. I'm sure I'm not saying anything that is news. Okay, there are people that are rich and they will donate, but there is a lot more than being generous. Okay, yeah, it's in general, it's I'm not a big fan of rich people asking poor people or average person to donate anything. You get more than enough. You don't need, okay? You don't need us to give to fix something. You should use your money to do some good things, and we will appreciate it. Okay? We don't need you to ask us to donate money to any causes. But no, back to the government issue. We waste money. We waste so much money. We are in a consumption mania that this country is all about buying more stuff. Okay, the GDP, the gross domestic product, our economy is run on people buying shit. Regardless of how useless it is all about buying stuff. And it's one sickness that I am glad I don't have. I don't buy anything. I don't, this T-shirt. Thank you, Patrick. I can't remember when the last time I go buy anything. It's just I live simple. I don't need to buy anything. It's just some people like to spend their pastime shopping. That's like a pastime shopping, right? I I don't get it. It's like shopping, pastime. Oh, Jaw L. Oh, please. What did I say yesterday? The first 15 minutes is stupid money doing stupid things. There are people buying the dip as if this dip is over. Do not buy this shit, please. The drop is not as bad. Oh, trust me, it will be bad. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be ugly. Of course, if you watched my thing yesterday, I talked about buying crypto, and I did thankfully remove my purchase to buy crypto in the 41. I had 5 orders in to buy crypto, right? Some at 41 something, some at 40 something, some at 39 something, some at 38. Well, luckily, by 4 p.m. yesterday, and I saw the bad news came out of Netflix, I deleted the 41 something, the 40 something. I left the 39 something there, and it bought because crypto Bitcoin did drop to 38 or lower. So I did buy 1/5 of what I want to buy last night. I have moved my other purchase way lower. Okay, way lower. So I'm patient. I'm very patient. I'm gonna sit there and say, come on down. All right. There's no need to be a hero. Okay. There's no need to be a hero. The market, like I said, the market can now. The problem that we face right now, for those that care about my economic yip, the Fed is hell bent into raising rate, into a slowing economy, which can get us into a recession. This is why TLT went up today. For the first time, TLT went. Let me see what TLT is, because TLT is banking that the Fed is going to get spooked out. Okay, the Fed is TLT surge. Okay, forget about the movement we get the last couple of days on TLT. When something jumped this big on bond, that means that we have economic data. It's not so bad. The only thing that the Fed has hang on its head and the pressure is what? Inflation. If you pay any attention to me in the last 2 years about inflation, I do not say that inflation does not exist, but I also push back that it is impossible to measure inflation. It is extremely difficult, and any economist, talking head, YouTubers that want to tie inflation to this and that, they have no idea what they are talking about. By this point, I hope it is burned into everyone's brain that anyone that like crypto, like Bitcoin, oh, inflation's up, Bitcoin's up, inflation up, Bitcoin's up. Wrong, okay, wrong. Burn that into your brain, okay? Oh my God, in many ways, I'm glad that that narrative get thrown out the window. I heard this for 2 years since the pandemic. Oh my God, crypto is going to be up to 100,000 because of inflation and printing money. That's not how inflation works. Holy cow. I had even blocked and banned a few people that want to argue with me about inflation. Inflation is not good. Inflation right now, the most glaring inflation is wage. Okay, wage. Nobody can dispute that wage is going higher. You know what cure higher wages, and what do you think cure higher wage inflation? I'm gonna give people a few seconds to think about it. Many business for the past year are forced to pay people more. Why? Because the government was giving people too much free money to sit home and do nothing. Big mistake, huge mistake. Okay, that's the policy stupidity, which I disagree for over a year now. Sure, stimulus money, free unemployment stuff, that's needed in 2020. The moment that the vaccine came out, no way, no how. Okay, it's both a government policy error and a Fed policy error in continuing to have too much concern on COVID. I'm not saying that the concern is not real, but all of us are to blame for people keep refusing to wear masks or people whatever. Okay, at the end of the day, I understand the concern of both sides. People that don't want to wear masks, people that want to wear masks, people that don't want to get vaccinated. All of this is our problem. Okay, so the slowdown last year, people refusing to go back to work, the constant fight about mandate mask or vaccine this and that. Well, guess what? That is the cause of higher wages because a lot of people didn't want to go back to work. Even 15 bucks minimum, guess what? Can't get people to go to work, even at 15 bucks minimum wage. But what cure higher wages? It's coming. Recession. We are going to get a recession if the stock market drops 20%, if demand drops, if economy crash, there will be a recession. And you know what happened with a recession? Layoff. It's very easy when if a business had to overpay somebody to bring them in, causing wage inflation, and now economies really slow down, instead of like, God, we had to hire people because we got to pay them so much money because and then we have to raise prices because we have to pay our worker more. Well, guess what? If the economy slow down, if we go into a recession, guess what? Demand drop. Say bye-bye to your 15 bucks job. Bye-bye, out. There will be a reset in wages. Okay, so that's what cure wage inflation, a recession. Does anybody on TV talk about that? No. Yeah. It's not going to be pretty. Okay. Am I predicting a recession? Not yet. But certainly a crash in the stock market is not going to be good for the psychology of this country. I talked about this many times before. This is the Fed's biggest driver to do things is control the psychology of this country. Okay, because we are a spending economy. Many things that he does is about not put us into too much fear or greed. Okay, because they want to control people to spend, but at the same time, if they do anything that will cause people to contract too much spending, it will cause a recession. And this could be the start of a recession. Certainly, when you see a 10% NASDAQ correction, woo, that ain't gonna be good, right? How about the SPY? What about the SPY, the S&P 500? How far? The SPY is down 6%. Now it's down 8%. Okay, the standard. I talked to my brother yesterday before the market closed, and I said, to me, it looked like, well, by yesterday, the Nasdaq was down 10%. The S&P was barely 6%. I said, it looked to me that the S&P 500 is headed toward the 10% correction. We're halfway there. Okay, we're easily 8% now. It always looks so bad because we are so used to not seeing red. Okay, we are so I'm back. Sorry about that. There was connection issues. It's weird because my computer is working fine. I can see the internet working properly, but something is not right with the Wi-Fi. Very strange. Well, at least my TD Trade Thinkorswim is still working. So let me put that back up there. Other than that, I'm watching the the auction. The auction's going on with Comic Link right now. That started to end yesterday and the day before. This auction will say a lot about where the headspace is for a lot of people, because all markets are connected. Okay, I have been saying this for quite a few months now, that one of my biggest complaint about Bitcoin and crypto is it's highly correlated with the Nasdaq. Okay, all the narrative that Bitcoin does not correlate with anything, it's by itself, well, throw that out the window. It moved like the Nasdaq. Okay, for the past few months, it's that's my biggest complaint, because when you buy different assets, you prefer the asset to not move in the same direction. So me no likey there, but it is what it is. All right, so for now, let's see. Let's take a look at the stock market on how things are fair. All right, QQQ is down. Yeah, so now the Nasdaq is down 12% plus, almost 13%. So yeah, we're heading toward that 20% bear market. The last time we had this big of a correction is when? 2018. Go back to December of 2018 and you will see it. Okay, there you go. Amazon 29.74. Yeah, nothing to do here. All right, I said this before, nothing to do. I said it yesterday. If anyone that follow me, hopefully you took my advice and opinion and not buy anything the last couple of days. Just let it go. Let it slide down to cheaper level. But I buy bond? Heck no. Heck no. Heck no. No. Oh no, I would not buy bond. Here's a bond thing right here. Okay. It's right here. All right. It's right there. And now, when is the time to buy bond? Recession. Okay. But I'm fearing a recession is coming if the Fed is continuing to do what he's doing. But until we get to a recession, the Fed is hell bent into raising rate. Okay. The Fed want 2% TOT. So TLT, as I talk about this often, need to be down here. That was my fear. So right now the market has decoupled from TLT because the market is smelling a recession. And when a recession happens, TLT will go up, okay, because bond rate will drop. But we will see. I don't buy anything, okay? I'm not buying anything. I bought a little bit of Bitcoin last night. That was the only thing that I bought yesterday. A little bit Bitcoin in the 39,000 range, which is okay. I still have 4 times that amount to put into Bitcoin should it go down to the mid 30s level. No need to rush. This is not going to be any kind of snapback reversal of anything. It's not. So please, people, be patient. Okay, how many times can I say you need to be patient? Can I say anything about that without? I don't know. Would I buy physical gold and silver? No. No, gold of course went up yesterday, right? Yeah, it went up. When fear is high, gold go up. But the fact that gold is down today, I don't like to invest in gold either because it's in the range. Okay, it's yeah. If you're lucky to buy gold, see the good spot to buy gold was right there in the 160, 161. That was a time to buy gold. Now, no, no, no bueno. My brother just texted me something, so I'm gonna reply here. Let's see. Right? He's heeding my advice and he's not buying anything. I said, good. Keep watching Netflix. Your day should be watching Netflix, not worrying about the market. If you're in the market already with some money and it's losing, that's okay. It is what it is. I have roughly 65% of my money in the market. So I have about roughly 35% in cash, and it's okay. Just let it be. Let it be. There's no need to do anything with your cash. Okay. Anyone that say cash is trash, how do you think they feel today? Ridiculous. All right, let's take a look at some big gun like Google. Oh, look at that. It's dropping right to that line. It better hold. Google better hold the 200. If not, where? Right there. 25.95. Okay, so if Google doesn't hold, 25.95 is not that far away. Okay, but yeah, it better hold. How about Walmart? Oops, I can't type. Come on. Yeah, doing okay. Look at that. Walmart is actually green. How about Target? Not so good. Target is flirting with the line. Hold the line. How about Qualcomm? Qualcomm. Oh, not holding the line, not holding the line. So see you at 150, 158-ish. Okay, so can Qualcomm come down here? Yeah, it probably can come down all the way down to this gap line, right? And it better hold there. It better hold there, because if that fail, oh, pain, pain. Coca-Cola doing okay. McDonald's doing okay. Um, let's see what other boring stuff is doing okay. The banks, some of the banks are doing okay. No, not so. Bank of America, Wells Fargo coming down. JPM definitely coming down. Keep sliding further. It is at that spot. You see that? You see JPM? You see why it's there? It's not magic. It's not random. Okay? Nothing is random. Let me draw the line. There you go. You think it's random? You think JPM slide down there is because it's random? No, it's not. Oh, you know what? I want to take a look. Tesla, everyone favorite. Ooh, 973. Remember what I said a couple days ago? I said right here. Okay, it need to hold. If the market was in better shape, I might have considered buying some Tesla here, but no bueno. Okay, 887, 888, the previous low, come on down, or 900. So from 905 to 888 would be a decent spot to gamble with a little money into Tesla. But until then, no bueno. Okay. Starbucks, I'm sure, are struggling below the line. Oh, a little green, holding the line. Look at that, holding the low. Let me expand this so you see. You see where it is. See this line I drew in. You think that's random? No, it's not. Okay, it is a previous high, previous resistance, turn into support. Now turn into support again. Hold the line. Yes. Home Depot. Take a look. Ugly looking thing. 420 was a high. Now 350. Holy cow. 20% give back. Where is it dropping to? Guess where? Guess where? Right there. See? Boom. Boom. Bang. Okay? The more you learn to read the chart, the more you understand that this is how the computer trades. Okay, this is how the machine, how Wall Street, how hedge fund manager, this is what they do. Anything in between are average people FOMOing in and panicking, all that nonsense. Okay, the machine is very logical. It's math based. Okay, it look back at the previous spot and say, okay, I buy here, or I will sell short down to here. Okay, and cover. So it's the more computer is incorporated in Wall Street, the more it behave like this. Okay, it's all we do. People like me and other traders that use charts is we're just trying to front run the machine. Okay, that's all we do. We're trying to front run the machine. But yeah, it's not a surprise that it's holding here. It better hold. Okay, because the 50 MA is not that far below. If this fail, it can see the 50 pretty quickly. If the market crash 5% from here, can it see the 100? Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. What else? How about drug stocks? Merck up. It's okay. Merck is okay. How about Pfizer? All right. How about Wynn Casino? Not bad. Las Vegas Sand. All righty. All right. How about Live Nation? Okay. All right. Yeah, everything is pretty ugly. What other hot stock? Apple. Yeah. Ooh. See you at 160, Apple. Disney's gonna get beat up too, right? Along with Netflix. There you go. Disney. Whoa. Look at that. Look at that. Do you think Disney drop all the way down to this line here is random? You know, every time I hear people say, "Oh, chart stupid," look at moving average is stupid. Really? It's stupid? It's stupid to think it's stupid. Let's see how bad Netflix is. Pain. Whoa, pain. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. If you think Netflix drop down there was random, it baffled my mind. After all these years, I still see people everywhere, social media, Twitter, CNBC. Chart reading is stupid. Really? There you go. Is it stupid? Oh my. Now, would I buy Netflix? Maybe not today. Maybe not Monday. Perhaps Tuesday. Okay. If you see something like this, so drastic, so ugly, please give yourself at least 2 days. 2 days. Okay. Don't buy today. Today, it doesn't matter about the bounce. It doesn't matter if this thing bounced late this afternoon. Stay out of it, please. Stay out. Okay. Even on Monday, there's going to be a lot of people. This thing has wiped out everyone that bought the stock since April. Every single person that bought Netflix since April has been in the red now, some deep red. Okay, so do you think sellers are not lining up to puke here in the next few days? So don't be a hero. No need to be a hero today. Okay, just let it be. Let it be. Let's see some of my other favorite DGX. Okay. Ooh, not holding on. Let's see this. See DGX, Quest Diagnostic. It was hold. This line was the key point. The 50 MA. It's failing here, so it need. See, it dipped below each and every time, right? So it need to not violate. It need to get up. Okay, it's already violate. See, it violate here. Okay, but it was able to get itself over there after a week or so. So yeah, it's in that prove to me mode. Okay, prove to me mode. Yeah, this one basing out at the bottom. That's another diagnostic company that I like. What else? How about the airline? Oof. JetBlue. My brother who flew down to visit me uh, last week, he flew on JetBlue for the first time ever in his life, and he traveled a lot. Okay, he's a international traveler. He fly to Asia, Europe all the time, every year, twice a year, with his wife. but he finally flew JetBlue, and he's just like, what a great airline, direct flight from Boston to Sarasota. But yeah, not good, not good. What else do I want to take a look at? Nvidia, I'm sure getting crushed. Oh, it's a little bit green, a little bit, but it's below the line. You know what I say? Below the line, it's gonna be testing this gap right here, the tiny gap down to 232. And then if that fail, hello 220. Would I buy Nvidia at 220? Yes. Yes. Okay. That is a great company that's worth putting into the portfolio right here at 220. But until then, no bueno. Well, anyhow, if anybody else have any comment or questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, my 1 hour is up. I will go back to watch Ozark, the first episode, because I have finished recapping the third season to refresh my memory. So now I can go back and watch season 4, the final season of Ozark. I don't see any question here. Before I go, quick commentary. Please be careful with the market, comic market, stock market, crypto market. Okay, do not think that this is the bottom. Okay, I can't stress enough that this is not the bottom. Oh, Microsoft. Let's take a look. Microsoft. All right, it's just like yesterday. It is in no man's land. It will see the 200 MA. Okay, it's if the Nasdaq correct another 3% or more, there is no reason to think that Microsoft won't test this line. Okay, so if you want to add more to Microsoft, just wait. Just wait. You will get your chance at 293. Okay, 292. It will get there. If it fail, guess what? 281. Okay, so that's your two spot to look at. 293-ish and 281 would be the spot to buy Microsoft. Okay, no need to do anything. Just like Costco. Let's look at Costco. Costco is doing okay. No man's land. No need to do anything with Costco. I have a few shares, not many. I'm doing nothing. I'm not buying more. I'm not selling anything in a panic. If they get to this line here, if the market, once again, I'm being a dead horse over and over again. Okay, my concern all week has been if the market's going to give back 5%, 10% more, there is no reason to think any of these stocks will not visit the next lower level. Okay, keep that in mind. It will. They all going to be tested. It doesn't matter how long it has been over at any level. A market correction, especially when you're talking about over 10% down, is going to test it will test the will of every single person, no matter how strong or weak you are. Okay, so there will be sellers, there will be people that get blown away, blown out of the market because they can't take it, they can't take the pain. For those that are new to the stock market, hopefully you didn't get hurt badly yet. Hopefully you learned that having some cash on the side is not a bad thing, so that you can buy things on a bargain later. Hopefully you stop believing in the narrative that cash is trash, you had to be fully invested this or that. Okay, hopefully you learn to be I find the right word. The best thing that I can tell people is, over my many decades in the stock market, it has humbled me many times. Okay, it has humbled me to a point where I know to be cautious. I know to have cash on the side because I cannot recall when the last time I put 80% of my money in the market. It has been very long since I put 80% of my money in the market because I just don't have the kind of conviction, certainty, and to write out anything long term, because if I put on 100% everything, I can write it out. Just have some cash on the side. There will be great bargain. There will be, okay. The biggest money to be made in the market is buying stuff when everyone is so fearful. We had that March of 2020. If you're fortunate to have cash on the side at the beginning of the pandemic, holy cow, you would have 100% return on that cash if you invest. So you can buy anything, just about anything that crash. You could buy anything, just about anything, and you would have made crazy money. Okay, so right now with 35% cash, I feel okay. Sure, the portfolio is down today, but it's all right. It's all right. Some of the stuff is not down. See, cost goes up. So just be careful. Okay, just be careful. We'll be okay. I'm here to alleviate concern, but I just want people to not. Today is not the day to sell in a panic. Okay, if you're lucky and time yourself right and get out of many things, congratulations. Be thankful. Okay, be grateful and humble. That's the thing. Yesterday, one person did get on my nerve when he told me that I need to be humble and grateful. Really? Somebody need to tell me that I need to be humble and grateful? Holy shit, that's stupid. It is so fucking stupid. I'm just like, really? If you're gonna argue with me about something, fine, argue, but don't tell me that I need to be humble and grateful. If anything, I am always grateful. Not for viewers. Okay, if he think telling me that I need to be grateful and humble because he's watching my videos and liking my videos, that's the last thing I care. Okay, it's utter nonsense to even advise me be humble and grateful. Holy shit. You know, it baffled my mind how sometimes some viewers have been here for so long that they fucking think they know me, and they don't know me at all. Okay, it's utter ridiculous. Vinny, you're showing up just at the end. Oh, since you are mentioning Lamb Research, let's take a look. You asked about this, and there you go. Yikes. All support lost. Okay, yesterday with the spot, it need to hold. It did not hold, so goodbye to that. It better hold here. But where would I touch Lamb Research if I was you? Put your alert at 570, okay? Because once it breached 570, we are close to 562-ish level, 537. There's a couple lower level here that is worth buying Lamb Research. But until it get down there, let it be. No need to touch anything. Yeah, I am super offended whenever somebody tell me that I need to be humble. You know, you can't win with the stupidity on the internet. You know, for years, if you follow my channel long enough, I rarely mention how much I pay for anything. Okay, there's channels out there that brag about how cheap they get anything, everything on every video. For years on YouTube, it's rarely that I mention what I paid for anything. Occasionally, I might say, "Oh, I sold this book. I make 3 times my money. Yay, win!" All that stuff. Okay, but rarely do I need to brag about anything. But that's not a win, because there's people that watch those video. Oh, you call this a flip haul? To me, it's nothing but a bunch of books. You know, you don't talk about the price you paid for. So how do I know you're gonna make any money flipping these books? You know, it's just like, just shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, it can't please anybody. Okay, that's one thing I learned with YouTube after 9 years is that's why I don't ask for thumbs up, like my video, subscribe. I don't ask for any of that stuff. So anyone that use the word I need to be grateful, go fuck yourself. Okay, fuck yourself. You have no idea about my life. Okay, so Roku, Roku. Ooh, all right, let's take a look. Oh, it's breaking support, my friend. See this? All right, let me draw the line. Okay, you see this? Where Roku dropped last week, not random. Okay, you're gonna hear me repeat this over and over again because I need to bash it into people's brain. It's not random, but now it's giving up the ghost here. It's well, I'm not sure what the right term is, but it's giving up here. It's failing the support. Let me save Roku so that next time we talk about it, we see it. So where next? 145. Okay, if 145 fail, 100. Yikes. Okay, between 100, yeah, 100. To me, 100 is a better spot, to be honest. There you go, 100 right there. As you see, it bounced right there, and it bounced multiple times. So whenever you're looking for support or resistance, you know, the more points you have, the better, right? So yeah, if it doesn't hold here, and most likely it won't, okay, because Roku is one of those stocks that went up way too much with the pandemic, just like Netflix. Okay, how much more can Roku? How much more penetration can Roku get? Right. So, whew, let me save it. Let me save Roku. Yeah. So yeah, Disney. I talked about that before, but if you just pop in real quick before I go, Disney. Yep, it's there. We talked about it earlier today. It's not random. It's there. It's barely hanging on. Okay, Disney is barely hanging on. Let's pan out on Disney to see where the next level of support is. Right here, right there, 117. Okay, yeah, it has a long way to go. Well, there's a couple area. First up is right here, the gap fill. Okay, see that right here when the stock gap up and run. So once right here is, so there's a couple of line that it needs to hold. Okay, so let me draw that in. Right there. So it's teetering on the 200. So it's very close, okay, within a dollar or two. So this is the two important line, okay, the 200 moving average and the gap up. And closing the gap is right here. There you go. So if Disney fails to hold here, it will likely test this, okay? It's not that far. You're talking less than $2. And if that fail, hello, 129, okay? Hello, a big hello, okay? And this is, yeah, and if that failed, oh my, okay? If that failed, then we're looking at 117, okay? Right there. Yeah, see that? So yeah, there you go. Three lower spot for you to dip buying Disney if you care to jump into Disney should the market crash. The market's gonna crash 5%, 10% from here. Why would it stop Disney from going to this point, right? Easy. Okay. That's one thing you gotta understand. When the market go down, a lot of time people just sell indiscriminately. Like that's a problem with like ETF, for example, the S&P 500, the SPY, right? If somebody is so scared of the equity market and they're gonna dump their holding of SPY, well, guess what? Then all the stock in the SPY is gonna go down, right? So it is you can't stop the general um, direction of many stocks when people are selling off the market. Okay, so there's no immunity. So, like I said, if we go down 5 or 10% from here, there is no reason to expect that any of these stocks that I show today can hold the line. Okay, can't see it. I cannot see it. Okay, so if you're gonna buy, set your target a level below, two level below. Okay, there is no need to be a hero today. No need. I said this yesterday all week. No need to do anything. If you have cash on the side, sit on it. It feel good. That 35%, the 30% cash I have, it feel good. It didn't lose anything. Okay. All right. I think I get everything. Dance with Comics just popped in right at the end. Yeah, I mean, I got in a little bit with a viewer yesterday because, and this viewer is not new. Okay. I try my best to not be snarky with viewers that don't know me because that's the way YouTube is. Okay. You get a lot of people that may stumble across my channel yesterday, right? And they have not seen anything. So they don't know me. So they could say, they can ask a silly question like, hey, do you hire ABC to press your books? And I would reply, no, I press my own books. I have my own tutorial series right here on my channel to press books. So that's it. But if somebody that have been on my channel for many, many months, if not a year or two, whatever it is, ask me like, why do you sell slab? Why do you keep your keeper is raw? I mean, how many times can I talk about I like to keep raw books to enjoy the raw books, and I slab books to sell because I get more money, right? Is that news? Is that rocket news, breaking news to anyone that has been on my channel for 6 months, a year, or 2 years, or 3 years? Raise your hand if I'm out of line to think that if you've been here, you don't need to watch every video. But if you ask me that question and you have been around for a year, what should we, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I'm like, yeah, I've been talking about this forever on my channel. So, and then this person said, you should be grateful. And what? What kind of reply is that? Grateful for what? I can repeat myself enough time. Just nonsense. Anyhow, enough of me ranting. Enjoy your Friday and don't freak out too much with the market. Okay? It's natural. We have dips, we have crashes. If this is your first time experience this, take it to heart. Understand that this is part of the game and know yourself. Okay? I can't stress enough. If you don't know yourself, this is your first time investing, speculating, and you are getting so scared, you're getting blown out, you're losing money. We all been there. Anyone that had participated in any market, housing, stock, bonds, crypto, anything, have tell you that they have lost money. Every single person have. Every single person have. The question is, are you going to learn from your mistake? That is the key to success later. If you approach the market so far with, I'm just going to list this, I'm going to listen to some dude on YouTube or on Twitter on buying this, buying that. I don't need to know about the company. I don't care about the economy. I'm just going to listen to some dude to give me signal to buy crypto here, sell crypto here. If you are that kind of person and you get blown away listening to people without giving a shit about doing your own homework, about understanding how the market works, then learn from this. Okay? Learn from this. Learn from this pain that you have today, this week, next week. Learn from it and be better. That's the only way to move forward. There is no if or buts about it. Okay, it's cliche to say that those don't learn from their mistake will repeat it. So okay, so there's only so much money to be thrown away. So you either learn it or you be broke and poor. Okay, so just it's human. Okay, we all want to get rich quick. Everybody want to get rich quick. Everybody think that it's so easy. I hear this every new generation of traders, investors, speculators. I hear the same thing. It's so easy, and I can't help but shake my head because I'm just like, it will come. That time will come. Anyone that think it was easy and thought that they can make 100x on their buying some kind of crypto nonsense, well, it's coming. It's here. Okay. Hopefully, some people didn't get blown away. Bye, cuckoo. You show up right at the end. Out of here.